competition.
Okay.
But when they begin and when they end, there's makeup there. A lot of things, there's a lot of those reality shows. You'll notice that everybody looks just a little bit better on the interview days.
Yeah,
And then the rest of the time they're a mess. Yeah.
That's very true.
That's us.
Oh, that's dope. And so you started in reality TV, and then of course you're making connections, and
Right.
you're meeting other people, and then you're getting, you know, probably like promoted for jobs or, you know, recommended for
With
jobs.
everyone, you know, reality TV, you're only working like maybe 4 or 5 months on a project, 6 months. And then everyone goes and does something else, and then they call you for that. And like every makeup artist kind of starts in music videos. Like that's where, because it's really, that's the roughest work, but still creative. So y'all kind of start in music videos, maybe you can get you a reality show, do some commercials, and then eventually
Hop into TV.
Yeah, hop into TV. And back in the day, they used to say like, oh, you can't cross over from television into film. And then because that was it, they like
They put you in a box.
Yeah.
They do that.
But now not anymore, because
Yeah.
television streaming it's like 6 episodes of something. It's like a movie. So now it's the same. Like I crossed over pretty easily into doing films as well. So
That's really dope. What was your first TV show?
Eliminate.
Eliminate.
Well,
Well,
like-
my
first scripted.
Yeah.
My first scripted was Sons of Anarchy,
Oh,
which was just by.
it's just one of the best shows of all time.
Yeah, it's iconic. Yeah, I was doing a talk show, and at work I would talk about how incredible I thought The Shield was, and how I loved how realistic and the character creation, and like that's all I wanted to do was just create characters and tell stories. And someone overheard that, and then something opened up over at The Shield, and they're like, yeah, there's this makeup artist who's obsessed with this show. She knows it like the back of her hand. They're like, yeah, bring her in. So I did some days on that, and then after The Shield, he created Sons of Anarchy, and the same, there was a situation over there, and they needed an artist, and they're like, what about that girl? And they brought me in, and I did Katie Seagal for a little bit, and then they passed me the department.
And you were the department head there.
Yeah, I was department head. It was like the 4th episode in, because it was just such a...
You got thrown in.
And I got thrown in there, and they're like, yeah, don't worry, just hire people that are better than you, and they can help you work it out. And I'm like, okay.
Sounds easy enough.
Yeah,
right?
that's what I'll do then.
That's a really dope trajectory and just like a natural, you know, come about to get to this point in your career.
And it happened, and I'm glad I never had to.
Your whole path has just been very natural. It's
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Hey, come do this, and you're doing it, and
I'm
then
like,
things are
okay,
just
yeah,
unfolding for you.
it's true.
It's
Like,
a very charmed life.
Even being a makeup artist, like, you should do this, okay. And then somebody's like, you know, you should send some energy. Okay, I'll just do that.
Well, I'm going to back up to something that you said, and I want the viewers to catch this because you said something that's very profound. I think that in this world of storytelling, you want people like you on these projects, and you're getting to do work with Martin Scorsese because you just said, like, you just really wanted to create a character, and you're thinking, like, oh, from a makeup artist perspective, you're looking at it when you're doing these people's makeup as if your makeup is helping to create their character. That's deep. That's beyond just throwing paint on somebody's face and, you know, hoping they look good on camera. And I think that's probably why you have gone as far as you've gone, because you're really looking at it as like an artistic endeavor for the project from start to finish. That's really, really cool. What's some of your favorite projects that you've worked on?
Oh, Dope Thief was that.
Another dope show.
Yeah.
Another really dope show.
That was my most recent, but also just the quality of the actors. Like, oh my gosh, really great actors, and the amount of characters and storytelling that happened through the makeup, you know. But
and this is not a glamorous show.
No. I always get called for the most roughneck, like murderous outside overnight, like. I never get called for
the glamour stuff.
But I got called because they have they're doing like the pickup shots for that movie The Descendants. So that happened here, and it's Disney. And so I went in, and I'm getting, you know, like we have these Disney characters, these princesses, and I'm just like,
color.
Finally some glitter. And the actors are like, so what do you normally work on? And I was like, well, if this was something I normally work on, this would be a Pixar because everyone would die. It would be really sad. Everyone would die. Like, but this is great. Like, I loved it. It just, but I mean,
Because it was something different.
because it's something different.
Oh yeah, but you're doing it all. I would like to tell the viewers about something that I kind of have heard from you before, but I think it's just such an interesting and rich story about the work that you did on Martin Scorsese's Killers of the Flower Moon. Just how that whole production came about, how they built the town, how like all of that great stuff. It's such a rich story.
Well, it actually, my friend Tomas Nellen was department heading it, and he called me in, and he's like, "Would you work in Oklahoma?" And I was like, my whole family is from Oklahoma, and I actually spent
Again, another serendipitous
yeah, a
situation.
great deal of my childhood there. And he's like, "Oh, really?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I actually know about that story that they're telling. It's like, absolutely, I would love to come back and be a part of that. So,
Wow.
but no, they shot it in the actual town where these things happened.
Yeah.
I mean, the only, like, we were on right adjacent to the land where the actual house was. We were using the town, but I mean, those towns shut down because of the oil bust. So the towns hadn't changed since like the 50s. So they looked the same. So they just, of course, had to add some facades or whatever and dirt on the streets. But it looks very much like it did in the 20s. And we used a lot of like theaters and saloons and homes and offices. Those are the real offices, and they still stand. Nothing has
But are they
changed.
occupied? Were they occupied, or was it just kind
Yeah,
of
they have like
ghost town?
a lawyer is there now, you know, where this was a law office and this
Who was
now
probably
it's-
happy to rent it out.
Yeah, exactly.
For the
There's
money.
no business.
Right.
Yeah, so a lot of those locations they didn't have to do. I mean, of course they did stuff, but the interiors hadn't changed. Like the doctor's office is still a doctor's office. Where like all that is still the same.
Wow.
Yeah, it was added a whole layer to it.
And how long were you guys there filming?
6 months.
Oh wow, that's like half of a year.
Yeah,
And was it 5 days, 6 days, 7 days?
Just 5 days a week, and then
You get your weekend.
on Saturdays that they would rehearse, like the actors would rehearse.
So it was 6 days a week for the actors.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well, I mean, they're not in every day, so.
But that was just an amazing film, and it was a different story for Martin to tell. And it's crazy how he's getting older, but he's, doing
Yeah.
his work is just getting better and better.
Going deeper.
Yeah, that's really dope. And now people may or may not know that you did the lead actress's makeup, Lily.
Right, I did Lily.
Yeah. So you took her from being healthy to being sick.
And then on one of the days, it was her being after and healthy and everything, like in the courtroom. But then we had to do some scenes from when she like gets taken away to the hospital and they bring her out of the house, which is when she's at her absolute worst. So that was a lot of airbrushing. But
how did you plan it out?
She's amazing.
Yeah, she's a great actress.
Oof.
And she's just doing
and
some
just a
wonderful work.
wonderful person.
Yeah,
like,
really?
Yeah, absolutely one of my favorite people I've ever worked with.
Oh, wow.
Like so collaborative and yeah, wonderful.
And how did you go about planning her makeup out? After reading the script,
Just at the stages of, what she would have gone through and.
Did you have to research that?
I research
Everything.
like anything like that I do that's going to be medical, and they always have like consultants there for you to speak with about whatever it is. If you're, giving somebody a tracheotomy or like whatever, they'll have a consultant there for you to speak to about what this would actually look like.
So of course you do that too. So even outside of just the face, you can do like, I call it monster makeup. That's just
like prosthetics and stuff?
prosthetics, exactly.
Yes, I can.
So, but what's your favorite thing to do? Do you enjoy doing prosthetics or?
I do. I mean, it's not something I do all the time. So there's also this certain amount of like, oh God, let it work, and then it works, and you're just like, so much pride in that. Where other things, I know I can do it. It's just like second nature.
It's like second nature.
But something like
Like
that
ball
gets
caps
it.
and things like
Yeah,
that.
like stuff like that. You're just like, oof, here we go. Oh, that looks really good. Oh my God, that was amazing. Look at me. Yeah.
I did it again.
Oh,
That's
of course.
crazy. So what are some of the things, because with this series where we're talking to people who are from behind the scenes, we want to talk more about stuff that may not be known, to the general public. Like, what are some of the things that you have to contest with behind the scenes as a makeup artist? Like, different skin types or different skin colors? Like, what are some of the things that are challenges to what you do?
I think something that people don't know is that we all get the script, the
Yeah.
set design, costumes, makeup, hair. Like we all get the script, and then and then we discuss with the director, like what his vision is, and then how we can deliver that. And then there's a lot of like budgets and time constraints, and then how the day is going to break down. Like this is the amount of time you can have to do that. Well, if we can only have that amount of time, this is what we need to do. Like I think that's the thing that people are surprised, like, oh, you talk about this before? Yeah, I have the script, like, I mean, best case scenario, like, I'll get it like a month, but if there's a build, like those guys for, the big Oscar winners, they have those scripts months in advance, and they're doing fittings, they'll do like 20 tests on someone and adjustments, and it's all with the director, watching over you and giving their input, their vision, and
So you got to sit and talk with Marty.
I got to sit down with Marty.
He seems like he's just delightful.
Yeah.
And just very quirky. But I've been on several sets, of course, and I feel like makeup is always getting rushed. That happens, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah, it's like,
It
come
does.
on, we need a amount of makeup.
It's
Where's
bound,
makeup?
but that's what I was saying. Like I need to look at this day, and then I can tell you, like, well, you can't have that. Like,
Not with this
or
one.
you're gonna have to CGI it. Because we can't reset that. If you want to, whatever, rip them open and like, there's no time for that.
Yeah.
Like, let's just go ahead and just agree that, we do an aftermath, and then the guy, then he CGIs it, and then cleanup is easy and resets fast. Or they're like, and then we want squibs. I'm like, well, you probably can't have squibs.
What's the squib?
A squib is when they load the pack underneath and they detonate it to make it look like a gunshot.
Okay.
It's like, well, do you really have time to have the stunt coordinator come in, rig it up? How many sets does costume have? Like, what is the reset time on this? Like, y'all have to think about this.
It's such a technical thing.
Yeah. It's like, just add the blood. Just do the spurt. Don't worry about it. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's great for us because we hire more friends and we make more money, and it's more creative and it's more fun for the actors too. Like, they love the practical effects. Absolutely. I don't think we'll ever be replaced by CGI or AI or whatever, because the actors need that. They need to see and feel this transition into this person that they're transitioning into portraying. And that's a huge part of that, is getting the tattoos on, getting the wig, getting the old age, the makeup in old age, actually,
And all these things take time.
And all these things take time.
And experience. And experience to be done right.
And money.
And money. Money's a big thing. And so when you're head of a department as a makeup artist, what does that entail?
Well, doing the meetings with the director, contacting the actors, saying, like, being a liaison between, the director, the actors, production.
Hiring a team.
I hire my own teams, and setting budgets, getting quotes, getting time quotes and how long it's going to take. Like, this is going to take 2 weeks to make. This is going to take, an hour and 45 minutes to apply. This is going to take 20 minutes to take off. Like, you can't switch them out back and forth in that day. It's like, it's just a lot of management. It's really management. I mean, it's also creative, of course, but I don't think people understand how, like, strategic it is with timing and budgets, what we do.
Wow. That's interesting. I think that another interesting thing about you, aside from the fact that you do get to travel all over for your work, you're also just an avid world traveler in general, and also a foodie.
Yeah.
Some of the things that I see on your story, I'm like, what is she eating? So with that being said, what are some of your favorite places that you've been to?
Like, for work, or?
Oh, no, just your travels abroad.
I love Buenos Aires.
Really?
Yeah, I love it there.
Is it like a romantic town, or what is it?
It's great. There's this mix of like, the architecture is like the old world, like this Gothic kind of, but also with this modern, and that's just kind of what the whole city is. And it's a city that starts at like 11 at night. Like, you can go out to dinner at 11 and you come home the next day at like 7. Like, you bring my sunglasses with me when I go out, because yeah, it's just a fun town. And then people are, I mean,
amazing.
Yeah, I think they're amazing. I mean, other countries, their neighboring countries might have something else to say about it, but I personally, I love it. I love it there.
Places.
And I love Mexico too, because just the diversity of, you can be on a really rustic beach, or you can be in Mexico City, which has more museums than anywhere in the world, and the food scene and whatever. Like, I like Mexico a lot too. And
You lived there, didn't you?
I lived there for 2 years. I did Fear the Walking Dead.
Oh.
And I was down there in Baja for 2 years doing that. That was rough.
It was rough? Like, it was a rough show to shoot?
It was a rough show.
I imagine it's about zombies.
Yes.
So it was a lot of work, I'm sure.
There was a lot involved with that.
Was that a big team?
We had two teams. My team was the straight makeup team so we were doing everything up until they would turn. So,
so there was a monster makeup team.
And then there was a whole trailer of monster makeup, zombie makeup people.
Oh wow, I'm sure they had it the toughest.
No, because they only worked a couple of days a week. We were there every day.
Oh really?
There are not that many zombies. When you watch it, it's like there's only a couple of scenes of zombies. It's really a story. It began as a story of a family and how they were braving this new world and navigating this new world. That's what it was about.
I just knew zombies and I'm thinking jump scares everywhere. I want to
No.
watch it.
No.
So I gotta check that out then.
No, it's just the first 2 seasons.
Okay.
And then it gets very zombie heavy.
Yeah, I'm not one for jump scares. So,
No.
but you said you're working on The Descendants right now.
Oh, I'm just doing some pickups for one of the films.
Oh, okay. And then you're always doing something.
Always something.
But I always like to ask, like, what's like a dream collaboration?
Oh,
That you our dream project?
oh my goodness. I mean, it's like I know the directors I would love to work with, but I know that the teams that they always hire, and like so it's like
Because you're in that world.
It seems silly to
I
be
would
like,
say maybe it'd be Guillermo del Toro.
Oh, he's a tough one. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, but like, oh my God,
Yeah.
there's no way I could ever.
You don't know
I
that.
don't know.
You don't know that. Don't say that. But yeah, he's always doing amazing
Yeah,
things.
come on. He used to be a makeup artist.
I can tell.
Yeah.
You can tell by his work. Yeah,
That's
really
where he started. He had like a FX shop in Mexico.
Really?
Yeah.
And then he just started telling stories about
I
monsters.
don't know where I went from there. I just know that that's where he started was in makeup effects. I guess, like I said, it's telling stories.
Yeah, and you are one of the best
Thanks.
in your field. So it's just such an honor to have you here today. Let the people know where they can find you. If they, I mean, you live your life on your social media, but if you want to follow her on Instagram.
Instagram, yeah. Tracey with an EY. Tracey the artist.
Tracey the artist, guys. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for coming and talking
Yeah.
to me. This
Thanks
has
for
been
having
great. This has been great. Bye out there. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Wow.
I feel like there's so